let's go through it and talk about it. And what are some of the things that you learned while doing this block?
Okay, I tried some different things. So the FlexiFoam holds, and so it puckers. It's going to pucker. I tried some different things to see what was going to take that away.
Okay.
So I tried, what is that one? No fusible backing.
Yeah, I like that you wrote some notes here so that we can all learn from this.
Because you know I can't remember words.
You have no fusible backing on it. You just used...
Mesh cutaway.
Okay.
A light mesh.
Cutaway.
Light mesh
All
cutaway
right.
and Terial Magic, because I knew it had to have some kind of stiffness, you know, something to help it.
Yeah.
But Terial Magic was not enough.
Okay,
So.
Interesting. You know, when we talk about Terial Magic, this is what we're referring to, and I like to think of it as one layer of stabilization.
Right.
So
sure.
when you are going through a quilt block, for example, I like to think of every 20 to 25,000 stitches needs another layer. Now, this isn't an overly dense design.
No.
But I like the fact that you used it, but it was not enough.
It was not enough.
You
yes.
needed more. Okay.
Yes. So the next one I tried, I added fusible backing to my background fabric.
Oh,
and
not
you can
as
tell
pucker.
it's a little better.
It's a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the Terial Magic, so I just
And still the light
added
mesh
one
cutaway.
more. Still the light mesh cutaway.
Okay, question for you, Fern, when you did this, when you used the Terial Magic, did you spray it or did you dunk it?
I sprayed it.
Okay, a light spray, a heavy spray?
My Terial Magic is watered down, so
Okay.
it was more of a light spray,
Okay.
but I sprayed it heavily.
Okay, all right,
So
good
a
to know.
medium, a good medium
Good to
spray
know.
on it.
When I
Yeah.
use Terial Magic, I use it full strength.
I do
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
I do too. And
So-
I don't dunk it, but I
don't dunk
spray
it,
it
but I
till
spray
it's
it.
wet.
Yes,
You
exactly.
know that's wet.
Okay,
And then
so-
my iron will dry it off, obviously.
Yeah, so that's an interesting point to think about too. If you're going to be using Terial Magic, think about how
much?
stiff do you
Yeah.
want it? Do you
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
it full strength or do you want to water it down? And there's not really a right or wrong. It's just I have found
Yeah.
better results when I use full strength.
Okay.
Well, and you can also use more than one layer. You can do it and
then do it
and then do
yeah.
it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And when
Iron
I
it up and
picked
then
up,
do it again.
yeah.
So that works out really great
when I
too.
picked up my fabric, it was stiff to like.
It was stiff to
That's
it.
my testing.
Yeah, yeah,
is I
no,
picked it
that's
up and it's like,
good.
how does this look? Very scientific.
Okay, hey, you know what? That works. I like that.
So this one, I added a basting box around it without having a sticky back, wash away or a sticky back
Yeah.
stabilizer. It just helps that fabric hold in place.
Can you walk
Yeah.
us through how did you add a basting stitch?
There is a flower with a stitched block around it
You go to
Yeah.
the layout.
to the layout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what you do before you stitch it out. You go to the layout and then you push that button and it will put
And that will put
yeah.
the block.
So you go
Yeah.
to the layout and
Yeah.
that little icon is up on the left.
Okay.
And you can see
And that's
it.
going to automatically put that basting stitch directly around it, and it's going to be the first thing that stitches out.
Right.
Tell us the reason why we're seeing this little poofy.
Oh,
Yes.
FlexiFoam gives it the coolest
Yeah.
whipped cream look to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then I played with some color and added a
It's cute.
light blue, yeah.
You know what? I like the light blue. It kind of makes it stand out
makes
a
it
little
pop
bit
a little
more,
bit, yeah.
right? And because we have the stitching that goes through this in the center, you've got poof, poof, poof. That's
It makes
what's
it
making
feel
a
like
difference.
you've got some whipped cream on
Yeah,
that. Yes.
exactly. Okay.
So-
very good. So would you say basting stitch for the win?
Basting stitch for the win.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's a good way to go.
But it still was a little puckery for me.
Yeah.
So Sandra continued on.
Okay.
So
All right.
I took this one, and there's a couple of different things that I did on this one. I did use the light mesh cutaway.
Mm-hmm.
I did use fusible backing on all of my pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that I didn't do is that I forgot to put the FlexiFoam in there.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah,
take
it's
a look
flat.
at that
Well,
one.
it's not the same, is it?
And then you take a look at this one,
Yeah.
and you can totally tell the
my
difference.
goodness,
You missed
yes,
that
you
dimension.
can.
So it's like it just
Yes.
adds a little bit of dimension to that, and it worked
does.
out really great.
Yeah.
It does.
But, however,
We're still not happy with this
I'm
block yet.
still looking at it like,
Okay.
yeah, no, this is not good.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, what other things can we do? Because we've done all the things. Because like I said, I used the Terial Magic. I put fusible backing. I did all the things on this one, and it still wasn't good. And I'm like,
Okay.
okay. what else can I do? So the next thing I thought about was, I'm going to change my stabilizer.
Yep.
So I changed it to a medium cutaway.
Okay.
Okay. And again, I still did all the things, a medium cutaway.
That looks really good though.
And this one was a light mesh. Sorry, fusible backing, but this time I put the FlexiFoam in it. That was the difference on this one.
And also just to note that when that basting stitch stitches out, it's in white, so it's probably hard to see on the camera, but it's just big long stitches, and all you have to do is just take a seam ripper and cut the ones
after you cut the block this right size.
Okay.
Anyway, so I went to a medium cutaway.
Okay.
And it's perfect.
And
it looks great.
Look at it. It's perfect.
I sent
really
the picture
great.
to Fern, and I went, this is it, right there.
Oh my goodness.
That's the thing.
That was the ticket for you?
It was.
I was having these same issues as well, all right? And what I'm so used to is, like for a Kimberbell project, for example, you have the background quilting. You have the batting in it. And that in itself helps reduce puckers. So, but in this quilt, we don't have that, right? It's just you're simply doing it on the blocks. The blocks are sized a little bit bigger so that, because when you think about applique, it kind of shrinks it in. So all of that, set that aside. I thought, what am I going to do to make sure this looks good? Can I tell you my favorite method? I feel like I nailed it. Exactly what you did here.
Okay.
With the exception, rather than cutaway, I used tearaway. And because then you can remove the tearaway afterwards and it doesn't stay in the quilt.
Okay.
Right.
So I felt like maybe a cutaway could be too thick for it to stay in the quilt. And so I went ahead, I used tearaway, and if you started to see things pucker a little bit, you just float another piece of tearaway. And then it comes right out after. I sprayed it with Terial Magic, okay? And full strength, added this fusible backing, just like you did.
Okay.
And then I used a tearaway.
Okay.
You guys, that block, those blocks, there are no
perfect.
puckers.
Yeah, and there are not. Yeah.
You
saw it,
it being quilted.
Yeah.
And there are no puckers. So I think that might be my new favorite way. I promise you this, that if you will, try some of these steps, it will make the biggest difference in your next embroidery project. So.
Yeah.